Good morning. Well, we ran last night and let the dryer run for a while. We've been filling our big bin. It's got temperature sensors. The core's a little warm, so we're going to pull 3 loads out of that. Core the fines, so we're going to set an auger and start that process. Alex here this morning. He's taking the truck to service the combine, get it ready. Haven't talked to the guys about the gearbox and things yet. I'm sure I'll get the update soon. So, taking this auger, and we're going to set it on our big bin. Somebody forgot to tilt the seat. May have been me. That's not going to be fun to sit in, so I'm getting a towel. With the corn off, we can come straight through instead of doing the come in on an angle, dealing with the barn. Here in the distance, he's just getting the dryer refired. Turn our aeration off. We actually can't aerate and unload this bin at the same time. Uses the same 3-phase power converter. Phase converter. Here nose got the gearing off apart. This shaft right here is broke off inside. I'm sure we can get it fixed. The aftermath of the bin plugging, so this pipe can plug, and when it does, there's just only one way to let it out. You just have to unhook it and let it come out. So it makes a mess. I see they've been cleaning here. You see the steam coming off the dryer this morning? That's moisture coming off the corn. We're going in at like 22%, and we're coming out at around 15 and a half. So as we run corn harvest, we get what they call, we call them bees wings, red dogs. It's material from the cob. We capture most of it in a wagon and spread it on the field. But at the end of the year, this is quite a bit to clean up. It gets pretty deep. Come up on our dryer. Got 3 separate burners, 3 separate fans, and then each bin has 1 to 2 fans on it that just run no burner, just the fan. As we get lined up to load, normally I like to face the auger, so when you get out of the door you can make a run for it to shut it off. We shut it off there on the bin, and then the tractor as well to stop flow. As I pull under the spout, I do want to watch on the right side. My stack sticks up, so I can actually hit this part of the auger, or even this, or these things that stick down. So that's always a hazard. So we'll watch for those as we line up. Made it to the field to service, and we're doing that software update we've been talking about. Make this thing happy. Material still holding on to that fog. As we can see, I just got done unplugging the head. We should get going. Giving it a little more time. Good to have another field done. I'm still messing with my phone. This is an S23 Ultra. I had it set on 4K, and I've been uploading videos since like a long time ago, so I think I'm going to go ultra high definition. That's what this is. Hopefully that works out. So last night's video that's uploading now, I was showing that this 141 acre field and how it's cut. This is actually the road that goes between, there's 3 fields up here, and the field we just did is down there. Interesting fact, the old Alexandria, Indiana Arms Camp Speedway is right up here over the hill, the remnants of it. This is, my brother and I have owned this since 2014, I believe. Pretty cool place. So I'll stop here for just a minute. And right there you can see the old poles. There's another one over there. The track is right over the hill there. If I get bored this winter, I'll try to do a video on that. Getting this field opened up, there's trees in the middle and it kind of divides the fields. So it'll take me a minute to get opened up. Our highway is out this way. So we actually grain cart through the bottom field that we just did on that little road that I showed you. And that's how we get our grain cart to the semis. Have to go out on the highway with it. Well, we've been shelling. It's like 2 o'clock. We got 20 acres left. You can kind of see the topography around here, though. It's very rolling. Fence rows in the middle of the field and stuff like that. Takes some time, but we're getting it. Main thing is we don't want to rip any snouts off, and no rocks in the combine. It's easy to do when you got washouts and lots of rocks. Sister-in-law is my cart driver today. We communicate on the radio a little, but we work together a lot, so really kind of know what our tendencies are. The yields have fell off on this one. There's hills and things. We pattern tiled here, and there's a main across kind of this low area. So typically this is a better area, but it's high ground, and we had kind of a lack of moisture this year. This is 64 acre max, Beck's number. Still doing 220. It was doing in the 240s though, which is really impressive. Visibility's not very good this time of day. Getting big pile there. We'll clean that off before we fold the head. We're coming up on 10 acres left of this multi-field field, if you want to call it that. So our grain cart has to go through that road we went through earlier, across the other field, out onto the highway, and right over in that area. So that's going to take a minute. Whenever we have a little stop here, we get out and check the machine. I'm going to kick that pile off, look the head over, just make sure we don't have any issues. Don't even ask. So as we look around here, there are all kinds of washes and holes. It's like Ivan Stewart's off-road in a combine. Pretty wild ride. We're waiting on the grain cart. We've got 6 acres of this 141 acres left. So let's real quick go over this. We are up here. We got to finish this area. Last night we were down here. So the grain cart has to come through here, across, out, and then up to here. Our semis are parked out here on the highway. So it just takes a lot more time to do that. We got a few fields like this. It's doing really well, all things considered. There's a lot of trees. It's a really rolling field. I can see our grain cart coming in the distance. Let's see if we can zoom in there. She probably doesn't see me back here, so I'm gonna have to get on the radio. We're we're going to be moving to the next one soon.
I didn't know that there was a spot I could get through right now.
I am sure she is tired of this journey. It's a long drive when it's that rough, especially hauling. We're hauling, I think, 800 bushels per time. Well, we're getting ready to dump on the run. We'll see how that goes. So while we're sitting and waiting, let's look around inside the cab. So this is Deere's premium cab, leather seat, it's really nice. We've got a cooler down here that opens up. I always bring water, food, snacks in the bag. Have radio through Bluetooth. Usually have my phone over there. Got it in my hand, of course. All the comforts of home. John Deere really makes a nice cab, nice combine. So we run the floats. They call them floater tires on ours. Monster truck tire. And we run the bigger floats on the back as well. Only negative to these, they bounce more. But when it gets wet, that's nice. Combine's a four-wheel drive as well. We just cleaned that off a little bit ago, and we're already going to be doing it again before we go down the road. Dumping. You can also see it putting more corn in. When you're in real good corn, you're almost dumping continuously, it seems like. A little cob in my sample. Got the screens opened up. You can see the dust kind of settling. I've got from there to there, and we have this field done, and we have been here for a while, it seems. It's really a neat place, but it's a lot of work to run the machinery. It's a long way back here. Just a cool view. We have this much to go, and this field's done. We can move on to the next one. Just posted this little video of the view on Twitter. It's a really nice view tonight. We're almost done. One pass. Last dump on the run before we move. Got the last 12 rows right here. So I'm watching my hopper go down. I'm also topping off the grain cart. Coming up on the end, I'll show you. There's a lot going on. This is going to finish it right here. There it goes. And also, grain cart holds it. Glad we got a big one. Sorry for the dirty window. We're going to fold our hopper down. How the bubble up kind of slides down. Pretty cool. Holding our corn head up, ready to head down the road. But first, gotta drive out of this thing. It's gonna be a minute. Combine pits. Now we don't want to forget our ladder right there. We taking mailboxes out. We don't want that. To help with compaction, we usually choose one area and we try to get in to rip it. That way we're not driving all over the field, but kind of following her road out. So anytime we do fields like this, like for corn, the sprayer's been in here 3 times. The ammonia bar's been in here, in and out with tanks. Our strip till bar's been in here. And as we can see right now, the mower needs to make a trip in here. And this is the field that we were in last night. As we come across it, we've got one more. We got to cross it, and that gets us to the highway. The last part of our journey. This is where we were running last night, and actually started this morning. We're going up here, and there's our highway. Probably not going to video going down the highway. Safety first. Not this time. We have strobes and flashers. We really light up good at night. One more gate and we're out. Got moved. I've got it opened up. Got caught on the power line on the way in with the hopper. Not anything big. But definitely woke everybody up. I think that we're going to load dry corn on trucks tonight when we quit, so that we can go to Poet in the morning with the core out of that bin. We've been filling that bin for several days, and temp sensors say that the core's a little warm, so we're going to take it out. Use 3 semis to do that. That'll take quite a bit of it out. Quite a bit later, but we returned to do that loading out I was talking about earlier in the video. Loading some dry corn out, core in this bin here. Also still bringing wet corn in. We'll dry tonight, haul these off in the morning, and we'll resume tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Don't normally face that way, so it's harder to see to line up.